Imagine standing on the cold streets of England, a stack of clothes in your hands, trying to make a sale just to get through the day. That was Jason Statham before anyone knew his name, before Hollywood, before fame, before millions. He wasn't born into privilege or handed opportunities on a silver platter. In fact, life had forced him to learn the hard way how to survive, hustle, and fight for every small victory. That gritty, relentless spirit would later become the foundation of one of the most unlikely success stories in Hollywood history. Jason's journey didn't start with a camera or a stunt double. It started with determination, resilience, and the ability to see opportunity where others saw only struggle. Selling clothes on the streets, competing in diving competitions, training in martial arts, each of these experiences wasn't just survival. They were lessons. Lessons in discipline, focus, and courage. Lessons that would shape not only his body but his mind, teaching him how to take risks, endure rejection, and push past every obstacle in his path. What's often overlooked is how early experiences honed his unique combination of skill and persona. Statham wasn't just athletic, he was calculated, precise, and fearless. Whether he was perfecting a dive, performing martial arts, or hustling for sales, he developed a mentality that combined confidence with calculated risk. It's this mindset that later allowed him to navigate Hollywood's brutal landscape, a place where many talented individuals get overlooked, exploited, or forgotten. Statham understood that opportunity favors preparation, and he was always preparing. Transitioning from street hustler to actor wasn't instant or easy. It required grit, persistence, and a willingness to embrace uncertainty. He worked as a model, appeared in commercials, and took small acting jobs, learning how to navigate the industry while maintaining the discipline and toughness he had cultivated from a lifetime of pushing his limits. Each audition was a test, each rejection a lesson, and each minor success a step closer to the Hollywood he dreamed of. Unlike others who might crumble under the pressure of rejection, Statham thrived because he treated failure as feedback. He learned, adapted, and doubled down on his strengths. The turning point came when he was noticed by director Guy Ritchie. Statham's unique look, athleticism, and aura of danger made him the perfect fit for Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. That role wasn't just a break, it was the start of a calculated ascent to stardom. He brought authenticity, precision, and intensity to every scene, traits honed from years of discipline and survival. He became a recognizable figure not through luck, but through preparation, perseverance, and the ability to embody a persona that was marketable, appealing, and undeniably cinematic. Once Hollywood recognized his potential, Statham didn't rest on initial success. He understood that a career in action films is unpredictable and requires constant self-investment. He trained rigorously, performed his own stunts, and consistently pushed his limits. That discipline became part of his brand, the fearless, disciplined, physically commanding action star whose presence alone could sell tickets. But behind the on-screen persona was a man who remembered where he came from, who never forgot the lessons of survival and persistence that shaped his early years. Financially, Statham's rise was just as calculated as his physical training. Early in his career, he understood the volatility of Hollywood and the importance of diversification. From brand endorsements to careful contract negotiation, he transformed his fame into sustainable wealth. He didn't just act, he created a marketable asset out of himself, understanding that consistency, authenticity, and risk-taking could turn temporary fame into a lasting fortune. Every risky stunt, every high-profile action scene, and every contract negotiation reflected his understanding of value, timing, and leverage. What most people don't realize is that the journey from street seller to Hollywood star involved constant risk. Injuries from stunts, rejection from studios, and the unpredictability of public taste could have derailed his trajectory at any point. But Statham's unique combination of discipline, resilience, and calculated risk allowed him to not just survive, but thrive. He leveraged his athleticism, toughness, and street-honed instincts to build a persona that studios could trust and fans could admire. That balance between danger and precision, risk and preparation, is what separates him from countless other action stars. Beyond the physical and financial, there's also an emotional and psychological layer to his story. Statham had to navigate fame without losing authenticity. He had to remain grounded despite wealth, recognition, and the constant scrutiny of the public eye. That ability to maintain focus, discipline, and perspective stems directly from his early years of struggle, from hustling on streets where failure had real consequences, and from cultivating a mentality that valued preparation, resilience, and self-reliance above immediate gratification. Jason Statham's journey teaches a powerful lesson about the intersection of opportunity and preparation. He didn't wait for Hollywood to notice him. He built himself into the kind of person Hollywood couldn't ignore. Every dive, every martial arts session, every street sale, every small modeling gig was an investment in his future. He transformed what could have been limitations into advantages, using his body, his mind, and his discipline as tools to craft a lasting career and fortune. His story is also a reminder that authenticity is invaluable. Statham's image, tough, disciplined, fearless, is not a performance designed solely for cameras. It's an extension of the man he became through years of struggle, training, and self-mastery. That authenticity translates into marketability, trust, and financial success. Studios know that audiences respond to someone who is both believable and compelling, and Statham delivers that in every role. Ultimately, the untold story of Jason Statham is not just about fame or fortune. It's about grit, discipline, and a relentless commitment to personal growth. It's about taking risks, enduring hardship, and transforming early struggle into long-term opportunity. From selling clothes on the streets to performing death-defying stunts in billion-dollar films, his life reflects the power of preparation, strategy, and resilience. Statham's journey is proof that success isn't born. It's built. Every hardship, every rejection, every small success was a building block in the empire he now inhabits. His fortune, fame, and physical prowess are all products of deliberate, calculated effort. The tough, fearless image audiences see on screen is rooted in years of struggle, discipline, and strategy. What makes his story truly inspiring is the way he leveraged every moment of adversity into advantage. Every street sale taught negotiation, every rejection taught persistence, every physical challenge taught discipline. Those lessons compounded over time, culminating in a career that not only commands attention but also generates sustainable wealth. Statham's life proves that with preparation, resilience, and calculated risk-taking, it's possible to turn even the most unlikely beginnings into a lasting legacy. He continues to inspire not just through his films, but through the story of transformation. From hustling on streets to dominating box offices worldwide, Jason Statham's untold journey shows that fortune favors the disciplined, the persistent, and the prepared. His life is a roadmap for anyone willing to endure struggle, embrace risk, and commit to relentless growth, turning a humble beginning into a global empire, one calculated step at a time. Every punch, every stunt, every high-speed chase in his films is more than entertainment. It's a reflection of a life shaped by resilience, strategy, and relentless self-investment. Jason Statham didn't just become a Hollywood star. He became a living example of how determination, discipline, and calculated risk can turn the most unlikely circumstances into extraordinary success.